What's up, girls? Welcome back to my channel. It's Whit here again with another video. So today I have a brand new tutorial slash review on the newest palette that Beauty Bay just dropped. This is their Book of Magic palette, okay? And when I saw this, and I also picked up this palette, by the way. I got the Sunset Horizons. My next video should be a tutorial on that. But today we're gonna be doing this one. When I saw this palette, I was like, I gotta have it because honestly, I just wanted it for the formulation. The color story is cute and all, but I was like, it kind of looks like Nikki's palette. Nikki also had a collab with Beauty Bay back in August is when I believe the palette released. So when I saw these dropping, I was like, oh, I want. So yeah, I'm not gonna do too much talking, but before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, follow your girl on Instagram. Follow me, okay? But yes. Some of the noises I make, I'm just like, what the heck? But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so before we get started, I want to actually show you guys the palette. So I'm gonna be using this one today. This is the Book of Magic, and it looks like this. And I've been watching other people's videos because I've been eager for mine to get here. No one has compared it to the Nikki palette. So the size difference here. This is the size difference. So this palette right here is 15 with Nikki's being 30. And it makes sense because I was like, well, wait a minute. If I'm getting the same amount of shades, I mean, I get Nikki's as a collab, but it's just like a $15 difference, but actually you're getting less product, hence the lower price tag. So, and then I'm gonna open it up so you guys can see the difference in pan size. They are remarkably different in size. So let me put this up. See y'all see that? Sorry that it looks all, I can't really get it up. But yeah, that is the difference in pan size. So I picked up both of the Beauty Bay Sunset Horizon palette and the Book of Magic. Both of these released within a couple days of each other. So I'm gonna be using this one first, and then right after this look, I wanna go ahead and film with this one as well. So let us get started. Oh, you guys can still see my microphone was trying to dip in. Okay, if you're gonna, no. Okay, let us begin. So starting off, I'm gonna be priming my eyes. I'm gonna be using a P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 3. Now this is not a pressed pigment palette, so I'm going to treat it as a regular eyeshadow palette. So I'm not gonna start off with the darkest color first. I actually wanna start off with like a nice transition shade and then go into a darker shade. Like I like that other method of like starting off with a darker color because you definitely build up pigmentation faster. But then I feel like I have to take more time blending a crease shade because I see people do their eyeshadow like that and it still looks a little harsh. There's people who are able to blend really nicely and then there's people who aren't. And I'm so obsessed with like my eyeshadows actually like, you know, being as blended as possible. So where do I want to start? I don't want to do anything purple because the Sunset Horizons palette, I feel like I might do some purples. I also ordered the Juvia's Place, their two newest palettes, and I already know I'm going to do a purple look. So I kind of want to do something different. So I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to first jump into the shade called Bewitched. Yes. Let's start with that shade. And I'm going to put this in my crease. Okay, so, oh my gosh, like y'all, does anybody watch The Real Housewives of Potomac? Because like, I need to just talk. I just need to talk about that show. So I'm kind of still team Monique. And let me explain. First and foremost, I don't condone violence. Monique was definitely wrong in letting her anger get to that level. And in the episode that aired last week, so not the one that just aired on this past Sunday, by the way, today is Tuesday the 20th for like reference. So that episode, Monique, you know, she finally came to realization of what she did wrong. There's so much going on. Like, I don't like how the other ladies were treating her when she had that little, you know, sit down with them. Like, I get it, you know, you're taking Candace's side, but like they were just so harsh with her. And honestly, some of them were being a little like, a little unrealistic, talking about, oh, you should like, I would never fight this and that. I'm just like, okay, here's the thing. That's why people say try not to get angry, because when you get angry, the things you find yourself doing, you thought you would never do. And I think that's what happened with Monique. Obviously, she was angry and it escalated there. And then when she finally came to realization of like, you know, I was wrong, Candace didn't deserve that. I was just like, okay, so she had remorse, but they wanted her to have remorse when they wanted her to have remorse, and she just wasn't sorry at the time, like, you know. And then Candace, let's be honest, she be poking at people like you're asking for it. And then this one that like, oh, you're trying to send her to jail. Girl, wasn't it last season or the season before last your mom hit you with a purse? If you are, and she was talking about, oh, I'm traumatized in that, you ain't prosecute your mama. I mean, not saying you would prosecute your mom, but it's just like your mom had violent tendencies, right? And then when they had showed the preview of what's to come further for this season, your own husband, Candace's husband, was attacking Ashley's husband. Why is he attacking that senior citizen? But where's the energy at? Like I said, when you're angry, you find yourself doing things you never thought you would do. Hence why you should try to keep your anger under control. But once it gets there, like, it's no telling what somebody can do. But I mean, y'all sound off in the comments, like, if you do watch the show, what you think. Okay, so far, this is good. This is good. This is pigmented. This is looking like I'm about to do like one of those cut creases, but I'm not gonna do that. My eye shape does not work with like those winged out cut creases. I have to like literally cut on my bone, like my brow bone right here, so that way my eyes don't look so low, and I just don't like it. So that's why you guys have never seen me do anything like that on my channel. And you probably never will, just because I just don't like that look on myself. It's pretty on other people, but not for me. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Next, we're going to jump into, I'm gonna do it. We're just gonna jump into it. We're gonna go into the shade Cursed. It's this like beautiful navy blue. The pigment in this palette is surreal. Like, oh my goodness. I haven't even swatched this palette. Like, I literally just got it and started filming. This is really first impression. Normally I get palettes and then I'll like swatch them. Sometimes I might play around with them before I actually get on camera, but this time around, like, nope. Now this blue shade does have a lot of fallout, like a lot. But like I've stated before on my channel, I don't mind it. But if you're someone who like that annoys you, just keep that in mind. The Bewitched shade, is that what it's called? Yeah, the first shade I put down, it didn't really have fallout at all. Then I'm gonna take another brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending the edges out to fade into this green shade that I put down first, or like that turquoise shade. It's like a turquoise. Oh, I'm sorry, and sorry. I'm back to the Real Housewives of Potomac. Another thing that pissed me off during that sit down that all the ladies had with Monique was freaking Giselle. Giselle, I really want to like her, but she's just annoying. She had the audacity to say in her confessionals, she can't be seen with Monique because she's dating a pastor and who she surrounds herself with matters. I said, I know you lying. I know you. First and foremost, if you get on a reality show where you're airing your business like this, I feel like that type of statement has gone out the window for you, just to say sorry. And then I'm just like, don't he got how many different baby mamas and kids? And then your own dad doesn't even agree with this relationship. Your own children, his children, don't even agree with this. And then last weekend, or was the weekend before last, was Cynthia Bailey's wedding. And Karen and Giselle were the only housewives from Potomac that I noticed that went to the wedding. And Giselle took a picture with Portia. I said, I thought you can't be seen with people who are violent, because if I recall correctly, Portia drug Kenya at the reunion show. Like, drug her down to the ground and was hitting her. So where is this? And luckily people in the comments were going in like, but you won't be seen around Monique. I said, thank you guys, thank you, because we're all thinking the same thing. Like, what? Like, Giselle has not liked Monique since Monique told her she had 4 homes. Since then, she has not wanted to like that woman. But yeah, Giselle is annoying me. She's annoying. And I really wanted to like Wendy, but Wendy low-key just seems like she wants to be friends more so with Giselle and Robin. So it's like, I don't like how I guess you can have your opinion, but it almost just kind of seems like you want to just be friends with her. I don't know what it is. And then like, the way she's like representing Nigerians and like she makes us seem like, I don't know. I'm just like, I get it, our parents can be a little tough sometimes, but like, girl, speak for your family. We ain't all like that. Like, speak for yourself, okay? And then her storyline honestly is kind of boring. Like, oh, if I quit being a professor, my mom, it's like, when I see her come on screen, I'm just like, oh gosh, what's the sob story this time? Because like, baby girl, you're boring me. Like, your storyline is so boring. And she was the same one who literally was going in on Ashley because Ashley brought her baby, like, and called her the B word for no freaking reason, was just so angry. Like, let me finish blending this because I don't, oh, we 16 minutes in? Oh baby, I gotta edit this down. All right, so I'm gonna go into the black shade called Hex. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really, I know this, it's a theme of the palette, but these names are just a little too witchy, demonic for me, like, But I mean, I get it, it's the theme of it, and I really just more so wanted the color story. It's just makeup, so don't nobody come from the comments, okay? But yeah, I just want to add a little bit of black because I really want to play with their black, and let me just say, this black is actually kind of black, especially with it going on top of like something already, not like straight on its own, and it's showing up like this. Okay, so I don't want that blue to be lost, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that blue on top, that navy blue, because I feel like it's starting to lose itself, and I definitely want to see that layer. Okay, so that has been applied. I just kind of put the black a little bit there. I kind of want to so where's the brush at? I kind of want to extend it just a little bit over here, but I'm gonna put my shimmer shade down. So let's zoom out. What brush I want to use? I want to go into the shade called Spell. This shade looks so pretty. Look at that. And y'all see that on the brush? Y'all should, okay, it won't focus. But bruh, y'all, I did not wet my brush whatsoever. Oh my goodness, I stopped wetting my brushes a while ago, like, unless I really just want a foiled look. A lot of the times the shadows I've been using these days just kind of give me what I need them to give me, and I really don't know if my camera is picking up on how intense this color is. I am so impressed. I'm so freaking impressed. Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera. I'm gonna do my lashes, my whole face, and I'll be back to give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. I think I might do an inner corner highlight, I'm thinking. I don't normally do it because I don't feel like my eye shape is set up the easiest to do the inner corner highlight. Like, you know how some people, they can naturally put it there. For me, whenever I want to do it, I have to like place my inner corner highlight like it's already on my lid, like right here, and then put my main color. But I kind of want to play around with this shade right here as an inner corner highlight, or even this silver. Ooh, no, I want to try the silver. Okay, we'll see. Let me go ahead and do the rest of my face and I'll be back. All right, you guys, so this is the completed look. Before I get into my final thoughts, I'm just gonna go over what I have on my face because some people tend to ask. For my lashes, as per usual, it's the AliExpress lashes that I use all the time in the style 5D80. I will have them linked down below in case you want to shop that. For foundation, I have on the Rare Beauty foundation. This is my first time trying this foundation out. I've had it for like a week or so now, or has it been 2 weeks? I don't know. I have had it for a little bit and I haven't tried it yet. I wear the shade 450. So far, so good. Kind of like it. The concealer I'm wearing is the Clinique Even Better Concealer. I'm in the shade Toffee, which looks like this. For setting powder, I'm using the Laura Mercier Honey Powder. Since I've gotten this and tried it out, I have not used anything else. Love it. And then lips. I don't know if you guys care about like my blush and bronzer stuff, but just in case anybody does care, I'm using the Jouer bronzer. This is the Sun Glow and Sun Gaze. For blush, it is my Shayla X ColourPop Construct blush, which I don't think this is being sold anymore, but this is mine. For highlighter, MAC Gold Deposit. As you guys can see, I've actually hit pan on this highlighter. I'm trying to actually finish the stuff that I own. And then for my lips, I have on the ColourPop BFF4. This is the Shayla Her collab. The lipstick is the Juvia's Place, they're Muted. I felt like this color was perfect for the eye look because it's a really cool toned nude. So I used that. And then my lip gloss, which isn't really as high shine, but it is a little glossy. This is the Plain and Makeup by Yolando, her lip gloss in the shade Leo. Okay, so that is what I am wearing. Let's go ahead and talk about this palette. I actually did go back with the silver shade, which is called Moonlight. So the silver in the palette, which is right here, I took that and I put it on my, y'all see that? It's like in there, and I just kind of faded it up like up to here as well too. And then I took the shade called Cursed, which was that navy blue, this one right here, and I just put that all on my lower lash line. That's all I did. I didn't even need to put a black because it was so dark. It was perfect. But yes, I'm gonna give you guys swatches because normally I don't do swatches, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so here are the swatches of the shades, and my goodness, this palette is gorgeous. So what even drew me into this palette in the first place was because I had tried out the Nikki Tutorials palette. Unpopular opinion, I actually liked her palette. I know people didn't give it some favorable reviews. It worked for me. It did what it needs to do. Not trying to, you know, disqualify what other people said. It probably didn't, but for me, it worked. I loved it. But if I could say one thing about the NYX Tutorials palette was the shimmers were very, very impressive. And because I love the shimmer formula, when I saw that these palettes had released, I'm just like, what if the shimmers are just like the Nikki's? I was like, I kind of want it because I loved her shimmer formula so much. I was like, I would love to see that formulation with other colors. So I took a chance, picked it up, and let me just say, if you like that palette, if you own it, you liked it, or whatever it may be, and you want that exact formula, this is it. Like, they feel just like it, where it's like that wet, almost putty-like texture, but it actually shows up. Like, whenever I think of like putty, I always think about the ColourPop Super Shock shadows, and I know people loved it. I personally did not like that. I just felt like I had to do a lot to even get them to show up, and I'm pretty sure the ones that I have now are dried up. This is like that, but way better. This palette is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if my camera is showing how truly pigmented, how rich in color these shadows are, but oh, y'all saw my dirty little my dirty little wipe. But I absolutely love this palette. I highly recommend this. If this is your color story, by all means, grab it, okay? Pick it up. Now, I am going to be doing, my next video should be me using the Sunset Horizons palette, because I also picked this up and I want to do a separate video showing this. Now, my only thing with these palettes, I'm going to hold them both up, is, okay, if y'all look, the bottom half of the Sunset Horizon palette has very similar colors and a color story to the entirety of this palette. Like and I'm gonna swatch it since we're already here. The Voodoo shade in this palette, this deep purple here, and the Curse shade, which I use, looks very similar to the Thunder shade in this palette, and also this color right here, which is called Twilight. So I'm gonna swatch them. I really can't tell a difference. Like, the only thing I can see is that the bottom one, which is the one from the Book of Magic palette, looks a little bit more cooler toned, but to be honest, they're very similar. This is Thunder from the Sunset Horizons palette. Now, it's kind of the reverse. This is more cooler toned than the one from the Book of Magic. So the shades, they're similar. Honestly, they're very similar. So I am going to be doing a tutorial using this palette, but from what I'm looking at already, if you wanted to only pick one of these up, just based off of color story, I'm kind of leaning towards the Sunset Horizon, just because you kind of get the color story in here, but you don't have to commit to the entire palette of that, and you also get other stuff. But I haven't tried it yet, but I'm hoping they're the same quality. I think they're the same quality, but yes. So this look is so pretty. Now I have to take this eye look off and film another video right after this. But yes, I would highly recommend this. These retail for $15. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow your girl on Instagram. And until next time, I'll talk to you beauties later. Bye.